Hey guys, welcome back to the second and final edition of the Down Under tour. Down Under, not Thunder from Down Under. We had a 4-hour layover at Singapore to reach Auckland, where we spent the day. There in the city, hit the Waiheke Island, where we went to the Onarua beach, hit a couple of wineries, that's me being a TV reporter, eating some delicious pancakes, and before we knew it, we were back to Auckland to play some poker. I reviewed some hands in the previous video and we did pretty well. Came 7th in our second international tournament. And now for the rest of the journey. Time to check out. So it's a nice bright sunny day in Auckland. We are going to take a drive down to my best friend's place in Whangarei. And before we do that, before we take the car and we head out, let's catch some breakfast. I'll drive first.
तुम हाथ में पकड़ के टाइम लैप्स कर सकती हो वैसे।
कितना टाइम है मेरे पास, मैं टाइम लैप्स करूँ।
Like a boss. Oh yes, I keep the bank rolling. Like a boss.
We're halfway through at a cafe. So yeah, it's a very nice scenic drive, Route 16. I'd highly recommend it. Everything is shut here at 4 PM on a Sunday afternoon. This is worse than Spain. Just look at this place. It's empty. After a catch-up conversation which wasn't nearly long enough, we were back on the road and we spotted the mystery machine. No Scooby-Doo though. This was one of the most iconic and beautiful places on the way. And this is me taking a picture of the most beautiful sight in the world, taking a picture. Brownie points. This was an exceptional day. It made me take a break from my routine and made me realize how grateful I am for the life I'm living. I feel like being poetic, but since I'm no poet, I'll leave you to these words.
दिलों में तुम अपनी बेताबियां लेके चल रहे हो, तो जिंदा हो तुम। नजर में ख्वाबों की बिजलियां लेके चल रहे हो, तो जिंदा हो तुम। हवा के झोंकों के जैसे आजाद रहना सीखो, तुम एक दरिया के जैसे लहरों में बहना सीखो। हर एक लम्हे से तुम मिलो, खोले अपनी बाहें, हर एक पल एक नया समा देखिए निगाहें। जो अपनी आंखों में हैरानियां लेके चल रहे हो, तो जिंदा हो तुम। दिलों में तुम अपनी बेताबियां लेके चल रहे हो, तो जिंदा हो।
It was a long day and a good day, and I was dog tired. And that's how I slept. No kidding. But now, it was time for the next city. I'm in Queenstown, and surprisingly, it's very cold here. And we're right outside Fur Burger, which is one of these famous burger places. And just to give you an idea how popular this is, just have a look at the queue. Starts from one all the way down, long queue, and that's where we are. Although we arrived at a chilly Queenstown, the weather gods were in our favor. The sun shined and we had a great 2 days ahead of us in Queenstown. That up there is skyline. The model. After some quality time by the lake, it was time to head up to Skyline to get the best view that Queenstown had to offer. Chalo, chalo, chalo. Yeah, this is a little scary. Look at that. We were back to the ground floor and headed out to grab a quick lunch, which was pretty tasty, by the way. You know, in the hustle bustle of the city, we tend to forget nature, and we found this gem of a place. A water body, a brook, is really peaceful. Not to forget these ducks. How often does one get close to nature in this way? The day also ended on a high note. This was well and good, but it was the time of reckoning. The highlight of our trip. Honestly, this wasn't my idea, it was my wife's. I was good with just bungee jumping, you know, having a secure rope while I jump off. But no, she wanted to skydive, and I am a good husband. I literally had to go out and meditate the day I had to jump to come to terms with what I was about to do. I was lucky enough to find a good hiking trail. We hit up a nice breakfast place, and I won't lie, the thought that this could be my last meal did cross my mind. And it was definitely a cute place, this cute place called Yonder. Hi, morning. Are you scared?
No.
How are you feeling?
Good so far.
Good. I think fear is now given way to excitement. It was more of the waiting, I guess. So yeah, it worked out well for us. Hope it sticks.
Very nervous.
Hello, hello. Welcome to Entown, guys. How are we feeling today?
Good. There's too many goods.
Too many goods. Do you guys have a message for friends and family back home before we go?
See you on the other side.
Awesome. Get up there. How was that, buddy?
It was so good.
Good.
So good. Good to be back. There we go. What was the best part? What did you like most?
You jumped first!
Yeah! Nice! Well done, guys.
Thank
Big
you.
high five.
Cheers.
Boom. Say bye to the camera over here.
Bye!
Okay, I think we're witnessing something amazing in nature. It's I don't know what to call it, but a vertical perfect rainbow or a circle. Have a look. Just look at that halo.
On that note, literally the highest note one could have, it was time to end the trip in Queenstown and head over to our next destination, Melbourne.
Right, we are here for a lunch break and at the Melbourne Street Food Festival. Anyway, we're gonna take a lunch break and probably roam around and take in a bit of Melbourne. So, what does she do when I'm away? Show!
You see, stereophonic sound for the home is recorded on two separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions. Now, when played back simultaneously on two separate systems, the sounds are blended together to achieve a new dimension in sound, impossible in a monaural recording.
We are at this popular place called Higher Ground. It's bang in the middle of Melbourne, and all you saw right now was the waiting at 11:30 in the morning. So it's supposed to be a great brunch place. Let's see how it goes.
This day was the 17th of January, the eve of our anniversary. We headed to the Crown Casino where there are a bunch of options, and exactly at 12, these fireworks, flames went off. Exactly at 12. It was quite an epic sight and an epic start to the anniversary.
18th January. Today is supposed to be the India-Australia match. We're just heading out for some breakfast. But it's a rainy day. Hopefully the weather's cleared out. So Melbourne loves its dogs.
Cows, get dogs. Do you like dogs? Dogs. What?
Yeah, dogs.
Dogs. Do you like dogs? Oh, dogs. Sure.
And how do I know that? Apart from the mural you just saw, look at this cute little thing.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world.
So we're on our way to the cricket match. India vs Australia as the final. Are you excited? We have landed. MCG, the home of the Test cricket.
Let's see if we can find someone. Alright, I think I've got someone. I'm in the crowd right here, right now. Follow me. Follow me. 4, 3, 2, 1. It's coming around. Let's keep it going.
This was an epic sight to see, but no match is complete without some good old Indian cheering and dhol.
India jeetega! India jeetega! Jai!
Yeah, we need a run over of 9.
This Aussie in front of me was booing throughout the match. It was so good to see him sweat.
Yeah, 1 run, 6 balls.
After that victory, a much needed drink.
Beautiful sunny day in Melbourne, 19th of January. Probably gonna hit the beach, but we just stepped out for some brunch. That's Hurricane Hanson, not Rocky Hanson.
And we are waiting.
Missing someone.
This was the Curtain House, an open-air theatre smack in the middle of Melbourne, and I would highly recommend it. One of the top places to visit.
So, last day in Melbourne, Tiger Airways decides to change our flights from 1 PM to 9 PM without informing us. And so, we just get to hang around in Melbourne for 6 hours more. Should be fun.
theory of relativity. Time flies when you're doing things you love. Melbourne had stolen my heart. It was by far my favorite city in the entire tour. But it was time to look forward to our last destination, Sydney. So we land up at this place, Brew Brothers, for breakfast, and look at the queue. Luckily it's all for takeaway, but let's see what's around the corner. Oh, nothing but the Lotus Temple. I'm kidding. It's the Sydney Opera House. And she's searching for restaurants because we are hungry. My eyes are squinty because I forgot my sunglasses. I know I'm Asian, but now I look Asian. No, was it too racist? Anyway. So yeah, guys, look at the background. It's pretty amazing. I'm at the beautiful Harbour Bridge in Sydney. In the background, the Harbour Bridge, and I am at the Sydney Opera House. And I don't know why, for the love of God, the only image I have stuck in my head is Bobby Deol playing drums on the top of the Harbour Bridge. Yeah, 90s kid imagery just gets imprinted in there.
Once again.
While we were hunting for the secret bar Baxter's in, we came across Lobo, a Caribbean bar with some delicious Caribbean cocktails. And as you'll see, we were in for quite a visual treat. We're looking for Baxter's secret bar. Apparently it's very secret. This is the second time we're coming around this corner. And Neha's managed to find it. We still don't know where it is. Oh, we found you! So Baxter's is a prohibition style bar. We had two cocktails over there, a whiskey sour and another whiskey based cocktail, and trust me, with that we were done for the night. I mean, look at my face. Our second morning in Sydney, another amazing day. By the way, I call this the dumpling momo box building. Yep. So generally, when we go out, we try out the local cuisine and what's there. But today for breakfast, we got the Indian pangs, and we are having. Yep, it's happening. Bhatura. Australia has this obsession with Uggs. I don't know why. We're heading to the Victoria building, which is now a mall, but it is also a heritage building.
we ran into Johnny Lever's mom from Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. Queen Victoria.
Need your blessings, mommy.
Inside the Queen Victoria building. Beautiful architecture, central atrium, and shops on either side. Very beautifully converted.
I'm fortunate enough to have a few classmates of mine in Sydney, and they took me to this beautiful place called the Oaks Hotel. And look at this beautiful, magnificent tree. It's just a visit just for the tree. Look at the size of those mushrooms. That's one. After that brunch, we were ready for Bondi. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the famous Bondi beach. Not Bondi, Bondi. Well, you learn something new every day. We couldn't get lucky always, and as you can see, it was an overcast day, but we tried to make the most of it. Close by, there's a complex called Icebergs. I definitely recommend you check it out. That's the view from there. And then we decided to take a stroll down Bondi Beach. One of the great things about Bondi Beach is the art there, the street art, graffiti. After a casual lunch, it was time for a formal fine dining dinner. We hit up Malaya, a Malaysian restaurant in the heart of the city, recommended by nearly everyone we spoke to and almost every Uber driver. The place was pretty plush, pretty full for a Wednesday night, although they shut the deck outside. And we had a nice formal meal there, which was much needed over the trip.
क्या खिलाया?
Malaya.
Laksa.
Laksa. How's laksa?
How does this work?
We are at the Altitude Bar at the Shangri-La Hotel, in case you're wondering. The place with the best views of the city. And while I could talk about it, I might as well show it to you.
Because I go, like, I mean, if you want the view, you should go around 6:37.
We're at George Street in Sydney. Another beautiful day. A beautiful day for shopping. You know where I'll be. So we were there at the Shangri-La last night, spot in the center. And now we've come down to the Darling Harbour Bridge.
This was a trip of a lifetime, and as all good things, it must come to an end. We were on our way back after our last night at the Sydney Opera Bar, and I want to thank you if you're still here watching this video. This was no small video by any feat, and if you do like the video, give it a like or share your comment if you think I could improve on something. And if you want to hear from me again and watch more videos, subscribe so that you stay updated. Until the next video, guys, this is me, Raj Juneja. Thanks for watching.